Hello everybody and welcome back to Wexcombe Manor Farm. It is a very early start for us today, 3:20 in the morning, because we need to do a little bit of work on the pigs first of all, and then we're going to be working back in field number 6. However, bit of a change of plan, because I have had a very good suggestion, and it is from Tom, and basically the message says it's not really worth having two different crops in the same field because of the expenses of buying the machinery to do that with. So yeah, I think potatoes for the whole field is going to be financially a much better idea. So I've obviously bored the cow there, it's walked off. So yes, what we're going to do is make the entire field potatoes, and actually it doesn't matter because they only require a root crop. It doesn't have to be two different types, just one is fine. So yeah, first of all, we need to give the pigs a little bit more feed. They're actually pretty good on their own, so are the cows. But yeah, I have noticed that the pigs are lacking, I think it was canola. So if we give them some canola, then they'll be much happier for it. So, oh, overshot. There we go, that should be plenty. Yeah, canola, or sunflowers, or soybeans. That's fine. So we'll head down to them and put the rear lights on as well. Oh wait, they don't have rear lights. Oh, there we go, yes. And full beam. We'll just tip this into their feed trough, and then we'll have maximised their productivity. This whole episode isn't going to be in the dark, in case you're wondering. It's actually quite misty. You can see it in the lights. The time will be at times 15 while it is still dark. Now the issue is with what we're going to do today, which is continuing in field number 6, being able to afford the seed. That is the issue. It's not easy to be able to afford it. So, oh, pig here, still sleeping. Sorry to disturb you all. I'm going to wake it up by driving over a massive pile of straw. Hopefully it doesn't escape. Yeah, they're all asleep. Sorry, pigs. It's a very early start for you. I bring gifts. I bring you canola. Here you go. Something new to eat. I don't think you'll take the whole trailer. No, it didn't. So we'll just have to tip this back for next time, which there certainly will be next time. And you can return to your sleeping. This pig over here just completely ignored us. It doesn't care at all that a tractor just drove past it. They have to sleep with the lights on as well. It's not dead, is it? No, it should be okay. Yeah, I saw its snout move. All is well. And the productivity should now increase. Here you go. The canola has obviously shot up to the top, which just leaves the potatoes, which is what we're doing now. It is a very expensive thing to do. It probably would, in the long run, it probably would be cheaper to buy pig food, but that is quite boring. We want to do the work ourselves. We want to obviously cultivate the field, plant the potatoes and then harvest them. We don't want to just take shortcuts, because that's pretty boring. But yeah, certainly this is a much harder way of doing it. The cows are all up and awake, they're fine. They think it's daytime. Let's reverse into here, tip it back, and we'll move on. There we go. Very quick. So the T5 can go back into its parking position, and then we need to, well, really what we need to do is either get a flatbed trailer and a front loader to transport the seed to the tractor, or just drive the tractor back to the store. It probably is quicker just to drive it to the store. The lights do stay on. Not sure why. Right, okay, so it is the Fendt tractor we're using, which is just here. It's starting to become light. It does have 6% left in it, so we might as well empty it, as otherwise we're going to be going backwards and forwards to the store many times. Also, GPS is required for this just to keep it nice and neat, otherwise it's going to be terrible. Because we skipped the night time, they've actually started to grow, which is surprising because I've got growth rate on slow, I think. It's on normal. We will keep it on slow because otherwise it's going to be ready far too early. And I've just noticed that that is on 1. We should probably keep it on 3. I don't know if you get more money in the end if you do fertilise it 3 times, but it should still be worthwhile. So yeah, we're not going to get very far at all. Just 3% left. I think it's about £900 a time to buy a bag of seed, and it requires about 2.5 bags. There is still half a bag to use, which is good. And there we go. We're out of potatoes. So we'll fold that up, we'll turn off GPS, and we will drive to the store. Have the road lights on. So as you can see, I've left plenty of space at the end of here to turn around with the harvester. The first one went quite a long way because it was initially going to be like a border where we split the 2 crops, but yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. It's just going to be too expensive. The second seeder is the issue. Street lights are all on in the village. Washing's out back there. Here we are back at the store. I reverse in, makes it easier to load the seed up. Now we could use a tractor and a front loader to do this a little bit more realistically. I don't have one here, and to be honest I do want to get this job finished today, so we can't be getting loads of tractors into this store. Just have to make do with what we've got. But yeah, that is 9%, so not a great deal. But we can now afford a few more bags of this. We'll buy 2 more. I fear we may have to buy 3. If I park right in the centre of the 2, we shouldn't have to move between refilling. Which leaves us with £1,325. We did get some money in the night from the milk. It wasn't a great deal, but I'm hoping this is going to be enough for us to finish the potato harvest. Otherwise, we're just going to have to get the traction trailer and sell some more of the grain we have in storage. We have quite a lot of corn, so we could sell some of that if we need to, which we probably will need to. I think we're going to have to do another harvest at some point, because otherwise we're not going to have any source of income at all, except for the milk, but that is minimal. We're trying to breed the pigs, so we don't want to be selling them. And here we are back at the field. Now, I would do this as a time lapse, it's just I don't know how long it's going to take. Even the time lapse could be quite long. So yeah, I'll probably do a time lapse. We'll see. Let's put GPS back on again, and then hopefully this is all going to work perfectly. That's good. We're joining up with where we were before. Probably should have spun around and done it, just to stop driving on it, but there we go. That's done. So we're going to go back down to the bottom, and we will do the next row. Now, I might not be leaving enough space here for the harvester to turn around, It is quite a cramped field, I suppose. So if we start about here, we need to get as much of the potatoes as we can do, so we don't want to waste any. That's fine. And yeah, I really hope what we've got in the hopper now is going to finish this section of the field, and then we'll be able to do the section down there. It will be planted the opposite way, so we will leave a gap still, as I initially was going to. But yeah, it's just going to be the same crop instead of having two crops. It would have been nice to have two crops, but it just turns out we don't have the money. If we had the money, I would have done it that way. Right, let's decrease the time rate. We'll keep it at real time. We don't want this field to grow any further, because we do need to do fertilise stage number 1. They all need to be the same. We're going to make sure this is a very productive crop, as we need every single potato that we can get, even if it's gone green. No, not really. We'll get rid of the green ones. They're horrible. And yeah, I will see you in a second.
Stone cold, now I know what you are. Broke my soul when you sat in his car. Yeah, you can keep digging gold, cause I know that you need it. Just never mind that you left my heart bleeding. I hope you know that there's no way I'll take you back. You should've loved me better than. You should've loved me better than. Me better than. You should've loved me better than. Me better than. Because the games that you play has left me with a big scar. Now I know what you are. Because the games that you play has left me with a big scar. You better quit calling me your lover. You better quit calling me your lover. Let go, cause I don't have the time. Should have known. How could I be so blind? Yeah, you can keep digging gold, cause I know that you need it. Just never mind that you left my heart bleeding. I hope you know that there's no way I'll take you back. You should've loved me better than. You should've loved me better than. Me better than. You should've loved me better than. Me better than. Because the games that you play has left me with a big scar. Now I know what you are. Because the games that you play has left me with a big scar. You better quit calling me your lover. You better quit calling me your lover. I hope you know that there's no way. I hope you know that there's no way. I hope you know that there's no way I'll take you back. You should've loved me better than.
Right, so we have almost finished. Almost. We're not going to, if we do run out before the end, we're not going to finish it because we have already spent a fortune on this. Plus, we only need a bucket full of potatoes, so we don't need to go over the top here. So when we empty the hopper for the third time, that will be it. But I think we've done a pretty good job here. It's taken a while, and you'll have seen from the time lapse that I did actually go and sell a full trailer load of corn to be able to afford this, which means we actually have £9,340, which isn't good, but it's a step in the right direction. It's going to keep us out of debt at least. So can we go back down again? I doubt. Oh no, actually we might be able to go back down once more, and then that will finish it for us. We do need to spray it, of course, if we have any chemicals. I don't know if we do. We'll take a look. But we are going to put the money into the chemicals, because the more we get, the more money we get. So yeah, we need as many potatoes as we can. I think actually, if I'd known it would have taken so long with this planter, I would have probably tried to get the bigger one. But we've done it now, and we've saved money by using the smaller one. Yeah, 4% left. How far will it get us? We're going to use them all. We're not going to just leave them. But actually, it was pretty much perfect, the number we had. Can we get to the end? This is perfect. Yep, it's going to do it. Fantastic. So, let me know what you think. I know it's not perfect because for a start the rows are going in the wrong direction. The textures are wrong. There we go. Done. Empty. But that couldn't have really been any better. The crop does extend over there. It just obviously hasn't grown yet. This part here has grown. Mustn't drive on it. That's not good. But there we go. Job complete. As long as we keep on top of the fertiliser, everything is going to be really good here. We will turn off GPS and I won't drive into a tree. If we can afford some liquid fertiliser, we will spray the first bit. It shouldn't be too long until the rest of it starts to shoot. I don't think we can fertilise the rest of it until it has got onto growth stage number 1. Obviously at the moment it's just planted, so nothing happening yet. The problem is I don't want the rest of it to go a growth stage in front, because otherwise we're going to miss out on some of the fertiliser. But this Fendt has performed very well. It's time for it to have a rest while we use probably the New Holland or the Case on the sprayer. Ideally, has to be row crops, so we might have to do a bit of modifying, but again, we don't really have the money to be modifying too much. I'm just trying to think if I did actually buy some extra tyres for any of them. I don't think I did. This can go into here. And there we go. Job well done. Yeah, they are obviously way too wide, those wheels. They are very big. The Massey Ferguson's wheels are still chunky. Probably very similar, just smaller in diameter. So, yeah, we do need to spray. We really do. Which of these tractors allows you to have row crop tyres? I don't think we can look at it here. Look at it onto this page. The T5, I know the T5 does. In fact, I don't even know if we've got the option for them. We might do. No, I don't think we do. Well, we're going to have to get some form of row crop tyres, otherwise we're going to have a lot of issues on our hands. We don't want to be destroying all of the crops. It's £800, I think. £800 is yet again another expense, but we don't want to be destroying what we've just done. So we need to be as careful as possible. Nice little tractor store here. Oh yes, and we do need to have a pressure washer, but not just yet, because otherwise it's going to wipe out all of our money. It's £4,500. So we're going to have to wait. The rain does wash everything, so we can wait for it to rain. I'm sure there will be some rain forecast very soon. Now, this trailer, I think we should probably put with the Case, which we've just parked back there. Seems to be some space here. Or we could put it next to the Bale trailer. But we might as well make use of this area. Very close to the beam. But it is in, so we will detach the trailer and we will drive this over to the store and hopefully modify it to a tractor with narrow tyres. And we might as well take this with us because there is no need to come back here. This tractor really does suit the sprayer. Not many tractors suit narrow tyres though. They're not very elegant. I don't think we need the front weight, although I don't want to take it off now and find out it's going to do a wheelie. Better keep it on. But yep, let's go modify. And buy some liquid fertiliser. Expenses, expenses. Here we are again. These dealers must love us because every time we turn up here we buy lots of stuff. Yeah, they'll think we're rich, but actually it's them that's rich. So, I mustn't let the sprayer be the item which is recognised here. Ready? Yeah, there we go. It is the one which is recognised here. So I'm going to have to move that out of the way. That's better. So, customise. We want to put on narrow tyres. Oh good. Because we don't own the workshop, they want to charge an extra £1,000 for fitting. More than the tyres themselves. Oh, this place is a rip-off. They really are. Well, oh. Gonna have to do it. Don't want to though. I really don't want to. And then we need another expensive thing, which is liquid fertiliser. This is £2,400 per IBC. But one tank might fill our tank, I certainly hope so. It'll be enough anyway, we don't need to buy two. Oh good, plenty. So we'll have to go and pick that IBC up later with the telehandler, otherwise someone's going to be claiming it for their own. Yeah, the front weight is good, I think we probably did need it. Let's go and spray our potatoes. Like I say, we can't do them all unless they've already grown, but we can do the bit which is ahead of the rest. There's our field. Yep, looking very plain. But soon it's going to be a thriving field, very productive, with some very low priced potatoes. But the pigs are going to love it. And actually, once we've done this, we will be really progressing well, because this is the last thing we really need to grow as a priority. The sugar beet doesn't even matter, we don't need to do that. It would have been fun, but we don't have to. Right, so I'm going to let it unfold fully before I start moving, obviously, so I don't have to mess about destroying most of the crop. And yes, I am going to do this with GPS, just because it's going to keep it very neat, and that is also very helpful. We do not want to go to the wrong place here. We need to cover everything. We do need to shift the course across. And actually, it seems to have rotated a bit. Don't know if that's right. Yeah, I think that should be okay. I'm really hoping it is. So let's go for it. I think there is a tiny bit just being missed, or at least there was. But that's good. Perfect. I think, yeah, the headland here does dig into the field a bit. Have to raise the boom. And there we go, at the end. Okay, next row. It isn't actually destroying it yet. We're too early in the growth stage, I think. Although that is weird, because when I drove on it before with the planter, it did destroy it. Unless my fantastic wheels are just going in between them all. Seems to be an overlap. Strange. It's steering itself. Always feels weird. Looking good though. And that will have to do, because otherwise we're going to be overlapping. We're wasting quite a bit. So it means there will be a strip which might potentially lose one fertiliser stage, but if the rest of it grows quick enough, it won't do. So it's all about timing. Let's fold this up. I'm going to leave it in the field, and then when the next load shoots, which shouldn't be too long, we'll be able to fertilise that as well. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know today's episode is relatively brief. It's because it's taken so long to plant this field. But progress is good. We are going in the right direction, despite the money going down, but eventually that is going to be turned around and we're going to be making lots of money again. Before I finish, I will just quickly check the map just to see which fields we could potentially harvest. Right, so we have a lot. We have a lot of fields which could be harvested. A lot of potential money is out there, so I'm not worried. We're going to be okay. And yeah, now the pigs are going to have potatoes. Their productivity should rocket. I mean, they're not bad anyway. They're pretty good. So, yes, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you again soon. Bye for now.